Okay, coaches, so this is Henderson State 2 read coverage. Okay, what this is basically is just a quarters variant of reading the number 2 receiver, which most programs will do, reading the number 2 receiver. I will say this. What Henderson State does differently is what they do is they train their corners, instead of reading 2 to 1, they're reading the level of the quarterback. Okay, based on quick game, 3-step game, 5-step game, what have you. So that's a little different. I want to show you these clips on based on how they're doing it. But that's good in the RPO game, especially with the zone bubble concept. Even though 2's out right now, you can see the quarterback, once the ball is snapped, okay, he is reading right now. His elbow is up and high. So what that's going to be able to do is a corner knows that he is going to break on any number 2 out. So that's what's going to happen here is number 2 makes that out break. Okay, the corner is going to come downhill. Everything else is the same, where that we talked about deuce coverage in the earlier clip, where that nickel is still leveraging the short wall number 2. But again, the difference is reading the quarterback's demeanor. So you see right there, the quarter he's able to break right now. It's a couple yard gain. The corner's able to make the play. It's all based on the quarterback demeanor, not so much reading 2 to 1. This is a 12 personnel coming out. Now, one difference I should mention in the cover 2 concept is the corners are going to be at 5 yards. They're at 6 or deeper in deuce. Coach Gordon, the defensive safeties coach at Henderson State, does want a little bit of a jam on these receivers to help out those safeties. But where this is advantageous here is that the quick slant. Now, this is not necessarily an RPO, but we did want to show you how it's beneficial on a quick slant because the corner is able to close right away on that single receiver set, which you're going to get on those RPO games with the quick slant behind it. And you see Henderson State will still play with a 3 down front. 3 down front here as well. There's the quick bubble or the quick smoke, whatever you want to call it. Okay, now here's what we're talking about. Look at the level of the elbow. Okay, the elbow's high. You see right here, this apex player, that Willie linebacker, is plugged into that. So he knows, okay, there is a shot that the quarterback could pull the ball here. Now, the run is essentially given. Now, what's good about the cover 2, the read cover 2, and the odd front is that this player is allowed to play the C gap. Okay, because those 2 defensive ends are B gap players, and you get a better shot of the end zone. He's going to make the play here. But you see with these 2-4, looks like they're in 4 eyes in this particular situation. With those 4 techniques, they're allowed to cancel those gaps right now. So you have a hard charge, okay, by those B-gap players. You could 2-gap the nose, and then you have the 2 interior backers. You know, you got a pretty good numbers here in the box. So you have 5 gaps in the box. You know, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 gaps in there, and you have 5 players defending them. Okay, so it is beneficial for you. And when the ball gets popped outside here, you see the scraping linebacker here. Okay, this player is going to scrape over the top to play the C-gap weak. And then you have the apex player here playing the C-gap. It's a pretty good job right there. So that's just some 2 read principles from Henderson State.